Hello everyone, come and join me as we make this pretty flower petal wreath on a splatter screen. Hello everyone, it's Teresa again, Carolina Girl Wreaths. Welcome back subscribers, my wreath buddies. And if you're new, welcome too, and I hope that you'll come back. So today, I'm going to do a little something different I've been working on. Let's just say I've been trying to learn. And I've never really made a full one yet, but I think I've got it. So we're going to make this actually together. So today, I saw a few online and I thought this was a really best way I'm going with. We're going to make a splatter screen flower petal. Oh, I just love it so far. So what you're going to need is splatter screen. And I got mine actually 3 in a pack from Amazon because I really needed some, not just for this. But then too, Dollar Tree actually sells them. So you can use that. And you're going to need pipe cleaners cut in half. I'm not sure exact total yet, but I know at least 25, maybe more, a little more, but cut them in half. And you can use any color, but I'm choosing a pink flower today with some green leaves. You won't need very much for the leaves, but 1 row will be enough for the flower, and you'll even have some left. So this is my original, the deco mesh, which I love to work with, the poly deco mesh. And I've got, all my mesh comes from Craft Outlet, so this is 10 inches. And you don't have to have this, but if you have a tape measuring, it will help you if you want to space your petals out. So I'll show you when I get to that. So other than that, your rotary cutter to cut your mesh, and that's all you need. So I cheated a little bit, guys. Forgive me. But I wanted to make sure that I could do this for you all. So I started mine. Got a little jump on her just to show you an idea what she's going to look like. So I do know that the outside ring of the splatter screen is going to take about 14, 15 petals. So far I've got these on, and I'm just going to show you how I've done it. Okay, so let's see. And it's really simple. It's really simple. Okay. So the one thing that I've done, what I use my measuring thing for, I space my petals at 2 inches. Now you can either eyeball this. They're probably not going to be exactly the same, but once you get on together, they're going to overlap one another. But I've got mine at 2 inches, and I just took my measuring tape here, and if you can see right there, I did use a little marker to mark my spaces. And then 2 here. Marked it again, if you can see. And another 2. Marked it again. So that's what I've done. If you'd like to do that, help you place yours better, that's fine. So these come in handy because you can at least move it where you can't, like the ruler. Okay, so the petal's really easy. And if you've watched my tutorials on how to do a flower petal, then you've got this. But this is a little different. But you do want to start with 10-inch, let's just say 10-inch pieces. And we're going to do the curl side up. And what I do, if you'll see here, the closed side, that's not cut. That's what you call the factory outlet. The factory outlet. The factory side, let's just say that. And then you've got your cut. But you just want to place it down where your factory edges are across one another. Turn it to make that diamond pattern. And then take it and meet your other side in a point. Okay, now keep in mind, that's all you want to do is meet that in a point. That's important. Now, as far as the sides here, don't worry about getting them to. They'll come in place. You just want to get it to where the points here are together. And if you can see me right here, when they're down like this, flip it to you, or fold it to you, grab it, and you're going to make hold on to it like a stem. Hold on to it like a stem. Real simple. I probably don't explain it too good, but and then you're going to end it with something what I call like a dome umbrella. Looks like a dome umbrella to me, or jellyfish. It does. So I'll do a few more for you, but right here as close as you can get. Let's say the tail down here, the tail. Take your pipe cleaner and just twist it around. Give it a good, let's see, twist in the back here. Just one time I do. Okay, so see how I've got her? She's got that shape to her, and she's got this tail. Okay, so I'm going to go over here on her splatter screen, and where I marked her, the petal faces outward to the tails go in. And just take your pipe cleaner, one side of it, and put it where you got that marked hole. And this is where you got to be patient, because sometimes these splatter screens, I know this one is a tough one. The holes are kind of tight in it, and I don't have no fingernails, but there we go. See how I've done that there? You can see the one of them. Then I'm just going to take the other side of it and go maybe a little bit beside it, spaced out. See, put it down in there. Bear with me, you guys, because it is hard to get in. Let's see, I have got this. You may want to go to something like this, a little paring knife. If you're having trouble, just take where you're going to put your pipe cleaner if it gives you trouble. And just puncture it. Just puncture a little hole. And now it goes in easy. Okay. There we go. Then I'm just going to want to turn it over. Twist it in the back. I'll do about 3 or 4 times. And let's see. You may want to clip it off, so that's up to you. I don't want a big knot back there, because all you do then is like just bend it down in a. As you can see, I've got my other ones here. See, I've got my other ones all in little knots. And I did want to tell you, I'm sorry, when you do start putting them in, don't go way up here at the rim. The right here, don't go right at that. Go down, about 1/4 of an inch or so below it, so it won't tear. So the splatter screen won't rip away. Okay, so then when you get through, turn it back over. Can you see how all these are starting to overlap now? One another. Okay. And don't mind the handle. And now keep in mind you can start anywhere. I just chose the handle part. And the good thing about the handle is it has a place to hang it. So I'm going to do another one here. I'm sorry about this camera. Let me get you where you can see it. Okay. So, remember the factory edges on each side, because this way it helps the reason you do this way is the way it ends up, it's going to cover up the other petal, the raw edge. Make your diamond. Just where it meets. Don't worry about your outside or over here, the outside edges. That'll come. Just take your outside where you made your point. And turn it to you like you're going to grab it. Other hand. Go up. And you're just gathering it together. Kind of make sure that there you go. Okay, so you got your tail and your petal. And there again, we're just going to take our pipe cleaner. Usually one twist is enough. Okay. Oh, it's getting warm out here in my room. I have to turn the air on. If you hear a little music in the background, I'm sorry. I'm in a little oldies mood today. I grew up in the 70s and I just love the music. Okay, so then again, I'm going to my mark. Or if you don't mark it, you can just eyeball about 2 inches apart. And you want to turn your petal outwards. Find your place. Put your pipe cleaner in. Let's see. This is the patient part. Sometimes they go in easy. But if they don't, just make you something, have you a little something just to kind of pick your hoe open a little better. Don't cut yourself. Okay, got that side in, and then just right across from it. It's going in easy. It's going in easy. So see I've got it in like that, and then like that. Does that help? Okay, and just lay it down and twist it. There we go, twist it. I think my pipe cleaners are coming, they must be 20-inch ones because they're longer than usual when I cut them in half. But if you need to snip them, if you don't, it's fine. Because this is the back anyway. Okay, so there we go. And then here's, like I said, it'll be overlapping the other one. And you can do all that really when you get done. Okay? So I'm going to show you how to make one more, then I'm going to finish it up because I think, like I said, there'll be 15 on the outside. And then I think the other one goes down to, I think it's like 7. We'll have to see, but okay, so factory outlet. Factory side, you know, then your diamond. Okay. Then just make your point. It's the main thing. Okay, if you want to just press it down a little bit, it's fine. Because it makes the paddle on its own, seems like. Then take the ends here, with it coming to you, grab it, kind of just scrunch it together. And there you go. Okay? It was really, really simple. I thought, wow. So, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and put these in for the first row. We'll come back and do the second one. Alrighty? Okay, everyone. So, here she is, the first layer of petals. You can see her okay. Here's the back. I started one on the second layer, second row, so just that's what that is, but all the way around. Now I ended up with 16 petals. Reason why my screens didn't come with a tag because I bought them in a set, but I can't remember if these were 12 or 13-inch ones, and I don't know how to measure diameter. I know, it's duh. But so I think, and there's different sizes of splatter screens. So you can be the judge how many petals it's going to take. I don't think that should be a problem because if you measure out like I did, just spacing about 2 inches between each petal, you'll know how many to use. So I ended up with 16. Okay? And then there's the back again. Okay, now I did start the second row. And same thing as we done the first. I'll show you right there the second one. See her? And then here she is in the back. And I just took a spot. I took a spot on the second row that I'm going to be doing. And I just went down. Let's stand up for this. I just chose a spot like, okay, this is here. I started. Then I'm going to go on over to maybe the next space. The next space between the two. Right in here, tails. So I don't really have to measure because my tails are going to be my guide. Okay? So I don't really know how much I'll end up with on this middle either. So same way, factory edges, side to side, make that triangle. Then meet the ends together. And you know, you don't have to work with the bottom really. It'll take care of itself when you make the petal. You just want to mash on a little dab. And just take the two edges here. You know, you can gather them this way, that way, but I just pull mine towards me. And grab it with my other hand, the thumb and all. Making sure your edges are turned in. Okay. There we go. Still the same size petal. Pipe cleaner on. Okay. Now I'm just going to go up like I told you. Since I've done that first one, I'm going to go over here to the next, not right beside it, but maybe on over to the next space between the two tails. And I'm going to come out. I'm going to come out. I'll show you. I'm going to come out to the end of the tails with my pipe cleaner. Okay, am I making sense? Don't go up in here. Come out with your pipe cleaner at the end of the two tails where you're going to do the space. So, let's see which way did I, okay. Forgot which way I had my petal. Okay. So just make you go to the end of your two tails there at that next space. Well, it's hard to show you when I'm doing it here, but you're just coming out at the end of the two tails and making your, okay. And I just, you twist in the back like we done the first row. You can turn over, it's okay. You just have to go back and maybe make sure all your the edges are overlapping. Little ball. Okay, so can you see on there how I went out from the tails and used my pipe cleaner, and you know, not up there, down here. Then I'm gonna go over here, see this space, same thing, go down, this space, go down, just follow all your spaces, okay? And like I said, I don't know how many we'll end up with because this is my first time making this myself. So this is new to me. So, okay. And again, as always, I just want to thank everybody today and for viewing me. And please, if you like this at the end, please hit like and subscribe to me. I really appreciate it. I hope that people come back and watch me. And don't forget the giveaway, guys. Those of you that's entered, I appreciate it. It's coming up. And like I told you, you know, everybody, you have to be subscribed. I'm asking that you subscribe, please. And just enter in the comment, because I need to have a way to get in touch with you through the comment that you do want to be entered in this giveaway. And it's coming up June the 30th. And this month's giveaway is going to be a choice between a $25 gift card, Amazon, or Dollar Tree, your choice. And I'm doing this for my appreciation for really all the wonderful people I have already, and just thank you so much. And so just remember, please, you know, check me out and subscribe and leave me a comment. Okay, so we're just going over here. You can even follow where the next pipe cleaner, the space is. Just go to the space. You can see the next space right in here. Just follow the spaces and take your pipe cleaner to the end of that tail. This is a brilliant idea, whoever came up with this. It's really easy to make, especially the petals. I mean, didn't realize how many petals you can make. Sometimes you may have one that don't want to go in. This has happened to me a lot. So I've just got me a, when it happens, I've got me just a little paring knife. Don't cut yourself. I just put it down where I was going to put my pipe cleaner and just puncture it. Just enough to puncture it. To get that pipe cleaner to go in there. There we go. Okay. I don't have no fingernails really, so it takes me a while to, there we go. And side by side, your other pipe cleaner and the next right beside it. Sometimes they're easy, they'll just pop right through. Okay. So I hope I'm showing you pretty good so far. You may even come up with a better way that's better for you, simple for you to do. Or easier than what I'm showing you. So see, there's the 3 on the inside we're starting. So I'm not sure how many it's going to take on the inside, but I'm sure to be a little less. So we'll get a total count when we're all through. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay guys, finished the second row. That's really all you're going to have, 1 and 2 rows. And I ended up with 12. So 16 on the outside and 12 on the inside. And I failed to tell you that when I first started, I'm sorry. It's nothing bad, but when you get your first row of petals in and the tails, all you want to do is go in and take your scissors and just like give them a haircut. Just cut your tails down some. Just to get that scruffy look off. You know, that's all you want to do. That's all there is to that. So too, and you know, there are different sizes of splatter screens. So if you made you a smaller one, you know, I've not done that yet. I know they make 8-inch splatter screens. So it even take less mesh. And I think as you make this, you'll know and judge about, if you just space your petals at about 2 inches a piece, that's a good size to space them. You'll know how many petals to make. And there's my bag with the first and second layer. And I just want to add to this while I'm talking about the back. This is going to be mine. I'm keeping this for me. Because it's the first one I've made, and I want it to be, you know, presentable. But if you make one of these, and you get to where you're, well, oh, okay with it, that you like it, it looks good, hey, and you want to sell it, I would take a piece of felt. I don't have any now, but maybe the color of the flower, and just cut it out, and just lightly somehow put just some holes in it, and zip tie it around the back. But I do love the fact that this handle here, and I thought that the handle was going to be bad, but actually I do like it. Mine's white, so I thought about putting a bow there. You can always put a bow there too if you like. That's up to you really. But I am glad it has a place to hang. So maybe some bow would look pretty on there. I don't know. So you can make one and try it. So okay, what I'm going to do here now for the center, to make our center like, that would be like a flower pistil is what I call it. If anybody knows a different name or I'm saying it wrong, let me know. So instead of sticking my usual pink, which I hadn't planned this until just a while ago, I thought about it. I just want to make sure your petals are all kind of overlapping one another. I decided to go, and you can do this too, it's your choice, your wreath. So I'm going to make my inner, because it's probably going to take about 4. I chose a little darker fuchsia color. I'm going to see how that'll turn out. Okay, so, and it gets a little bit congested in the middle here as you work because they're piling up, but you just take your patience, work with your patience, and just, you know, you can always straighten it up later. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make my, for the center here. Okay. I just thought it'd be pretty to have a little something stand out in the center. And fold that into you. Take it. And you're just going to wrap it around here at the bottom, making sure your ends are in. The ends of the mesh is in. You've got that umbrella and jellyfish look. Then your pipe cleaner. So far I've got 16 on my outside and 12 in the next row, which is the second row. And then my center here, I'm going to try to get, hopefully 4 do it. If it takes one more, it's okay. So if that comes out right, 16, 12, and 4, I'll have a total of 32 petals. But you could even make them in advance if you like. Okay, so I'm going to go in here and find me even more of a spot. I'm just going to show you, it's hard to show you here, but just go in and kind of where you know they ended off of the tails, go on up more in the center and work in there. So I think, you know, I'm sorry it's hard to really show you that, but I think you got what I'm talking about. Because this is going to be your center. And do it the same way you've done all the others. It's just a little hard for me sometimes. Okay. Flip her over. Oops, got a stray piece. Get off there. Okay. By the way, I love these splatter screens just for cooking too. I mean, I never used to use them, but I got tired of getting splattered with bacon grease and all and hamburger. And I tell my husband when he cooks, and he's bad to forget to use it. And I said, get that splatter screen on there, because grease is everywhere. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, and see, there's what I was talking about, the little tail. I'm just going to go in there and now see what I'm talking about, and just give her a haircut, so to speak, without cutting your other petals. I just trimmed that little tail off, the straggly part. Okay, so there she is waiting on the other. This does stick, but she's waiting on the other petals to join her. Okay. I'm actually kind of pleased how this is coming out, actually, to be my first time. I mean, because I know me. Okay, so, like I said, I'd seen it, and I said, I don't know about that. And I said, but you know, you never know till you try, talking to myself. And so, okay, so I fold her back, and edges in, till she's got that dome look, or got that dome look, umbrella, dome umbrella look, or the jellyfish. Or maybe a parachute. You call it what you want. Okay. So I'm hoping I can really get by with just 4. Guys, I saw this through just looking one night at some video, and I do look at videos because I still want to learn some stuff too. I saw this in a while back, even before I'd done tutorials. There I go again, that North Carolina talk, or hillbilly talk. So there's a lot of things I still want to try, I just hadn't got to. Okay, so just go in there and, like, I'm not measuring my spaces because this is going to be the center, so I'm just kind of judging it where I want them to go because it's a small area. Come on now. But it is a good idea to have this little, like a little paring knife or just something a little sharp to make you a puncher if you have to. Just enough to just puncture it. For the pipe cleaner to go through easier. Okay. Bingo. Okay. Okay, so see the back on them too. I'm just going to go back and put this in on top of the, so to cover the raw edge. So I may get by with 2, and you know, you work with your center. You just work with it. You know, you can bring it in some or just work with it. It'll stay how you put it. This is actually one of your do-it-yourself where, yeah, you do it yourself and you just do it how you make it work. You do it, you'll get it. And that's what I'm doing. Okay, so go back to you, grab it, and just take it here. And that's just how I learned to handle it. Make your little dome again. Okay. And I appreciate too, I want to say thank you to anybody that's watching this, that my subscribers. The last tutorial I made, I asked people to let me know where they live, what state, because I think it's awesome to connect with somebody from another state. I mean, even if it's just like this. And I got a few answers, and I was just thrilled to know that I've got people watching me from all over the states. So thank you for that. I don't know why I'm having trouble with, you know, it may even be my pipe cleaners. But they're going through, it just takes me. Okay, got that one in. Guys, my phone's ringing. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, I'm back. I apologize if you heard my phone ringing. Usually I cut it off for a while when I do this, but so I apologize. It's okay. So back to our petals in the center, and so far I have gotten, let's see, my 2 in there. You know, really, when you do this, like I say, you judge your petals. I think you judge your petals and put them in and work with them, especially this center part here, because I didn't space them. I put them at the end of each tail on the second row, but I didn't, like, you know, you're wanting to kind of have it more of a gathered look, sort of, or a closer look, to give you like that centerpiece. So I'm just kind of putting, I went around with these 2. Now I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go like in the middle right here. See kind of right there where I have an opening? I'm just going to go in that part. We're down at the end of the tails. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to punch her again. It's just... Sorry. And it can be a little bit aggravating, especially in the center here, because it's right in the middle. There we go. I've got her in, then I'm going to come back and work with her. So far, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I said 4, so it may take you. There's no rule to how many. I think where I've seen this done, there is no rule to it. Actually, I think that they just worked how they wanted it until you got the middle to how you wanted it. You just want to shape it like the middle of a flower. So she's actually looking pretty good. I think she is. I think she is. You kind of really want to swirl her around. You know, like you're swirling her around like the middle of a flower. Just swirl it around. Okay, now I have this, I've got 3 in, so actually, I'll just show you so far. I've got the 3 in so far. She's kind of pretty, isn't she, guys? I hope someone likes it. I'm thinking I'm going to do 4. One more because I've got right here. Let's see, right here looks okay, this area. So I think maybe I'm going to put one just right in here. Right at this side. To kind of cover some of this. So let's go with one more. And I think that you'll be your own judge, I think, on that. And like I said, I'd watched a couple of these. And I can't tell you the names right off. I'd seen another way. Just honestly, sometimes people do different ways. And when I saw this one, if I can recall, she did actually put in kind of as what, until like it was full. So that's what I'm really doing. I'll be a little fraying with this. Okay, points and just turn them to you. I take it here, and I'm just putting the edges, tucking the edges under, grabbing it about 1 inch or 2 up. You've got that funny looking petal. Let's see. So I'm hoping that this 4th one will kind of do it for us. And you know, actually I'm thinking about trying one day one of these too with the fabric mesh. You know how we do the daisy mesh? Anybody saw the daisy petal wreath I made? I bet that would do good on one of these splatter screens. Now you may not get in there to cut these ends off. You might want to do it maybe before you put it in. Just to clean it up. That's up to you, but I think it's fine because you can't see them. Then I was just going to go in here like that opening I had. Put it in. Actually got it in. Yay. Then the other side. Okay, got her in, guys. Just bear with me. Like I said, it's my fingernails because I can't grab her. Let's see. See if I can get my little tool here, my little pliers. Okay. Hey, got her in. So I'm thinking I'm ended up with 4 here. That's pretty much I think it's gonna work from. And they're not no special order. Because I filled in my places is what I done in the center. So they're actually like 2 here and 2 there. So, okay. So here she is. And I'm just working with her. Kind of mashing her in a little bit. Giving her that inside look. Just take her and keep going around in the center. You just go around like a little swirl. Okay, so how you like that, guys? See there? We've got a little, the middle of the flower. Okay, so there she is. I hope I explained pretty good to you. I try. Like I said, this is my first time to trial and go, or trial and do it. So, you know, like I say, this is for me because I'll probably do better the next one I do. Now that I have an idea. So we made this together today. So I am going to add a few leaves to her. Okay, I think that'll be pretty. And the leaf petals, let me show you how I make them. So on the wreath, on the splatter screen here, using that 4th piece of mesh here in the center, I ended up with 32 pieces of mesh, 10 inches. Okay, so I'm going to add a few leaves to it. That's why I have the green. And I'm going to cut them. See, I'm going to do them a little bit at 12 inches. I want them to be just a little bit tad longer than the flower petal. So do some 12. I think I'm going to probably try to put about, let's go with about, I don't know, how many petals would you say? I'll tell you what, I'll start with 3, and then you can always add more. Okay, if you have a petal here, I'm actually going to use some green pipe cleaners I got right here. You don't have to change colors. I'm just going to. So I'm just going to cut these in half. You see this little bandit on my finger today? I actually cut myself with a rotary cutter earlier. I mean, it hurt. But I was cutting. I thought my blade was dull. But anyway, I need to replace it. But I guess it still works. But when I was cutting, I just somehow managed to get my finger right there on top of the wheel. And it slid it. It slid it pretty good. So anyway, that's why that's there. Okay, so for a leaf, we're going to do just a, if you've watched any of my flower tutorials, where I made some flower petals, a few of them, we're going to make just a daisy, well, it's a leaf, but I'm doing the daisy petal method. So all we're doing here, same as always, factory outlets, make your X, and we're just going to meet in the middle. Going to meet in the middle, and we're just going to scrunch it up lightly. Okay, scrunch it up, turn it over, and slide it together like you're sliding some wipers, where you're going to have it overlapped. You're going to overlap your petal. It'll be overlapped when you get it done. Okay. I hope you got that. I'll do another one for you. Now the best thing to do here is get you a little rubber band and put alongside of it. But right now, they're over there way over in my drawer. I'm just going to use this pipe cleaner for now. It'll be fine till I come back. Just getting to show you the leaf how I'm going to use. So see, it looks like a little kind of leaf. You know. So I'm going to make another one. Do 3. Just taking your mesh like always and factory edges across one another. Make your diamond. Meet in the middle. In the middle, just enough to scrunch it up. Flip it over, and then just slide beside one another. I call it swipers, like windshield wipers. Just slide it. You'll be overlapping one of them on top of the other. Gives you that little leaf look. And that's actually a daisy petal. So, twist your pipe cleaner at the top. Okay. Because we're going to go back and put in the splatter screen. I'm left-handed, guys. I have to twist with my, hold it with my left and twist with my, okay. So see there, I've got your leaf. There's a couple of ways you can make leaves, but I just I just like this one. Reminds me of a fig leaf or just something. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on somewhere. I think I'm going to place them, since I'm using 3, I'm going to put 1. And to place them, all you want to do, let me get you so you can see this better. Okay. What I'm going to do is just find a place for it. I think I'm going to go right up in here. And like we done the petals, just put your pipe cleaner down in the mesh. Let me get one started here. I'm in the mesh. Put your pipe cleaner down in the splatter screen. Now, it's coming, guys. Just let me make me a little place here. These must be extra good splatter screens, because I'm telling you, I'm having time to get my pipe cleaners in. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Come on, Teresa. Get it in. Well, guys, I'm not going to worry you with that right now, trying to get that in. But all you're simply wanting to do, you're going to find a place and just go in there and put her in like you done your petals with the pipe cleaner down through the mesh. That's all you're going to do. So let me get the others in. I'm sorry. I'm going to make me some holes, and I'll be right back, and she'll be finished. Okay, guys, so here she is, all finished. I know I said 3 leaves, but when I got her up on here and looked, I just did with 5. 5 just seemed to make her even, brings her out more. What do you think? I mean, it's not to blame me. I've never made one before. I haven't even practiced one. Sometimes I'll practice things. But I want to make this with you guys today. I'm sorry about my pipe cleaners. I don't know if I've got my pipe cleaners are too wide. Sometimes I have different kinds. Or the screen was just that good. But maybe you'll have better luck with your pipe cleaners putting them through, because it's not that hard. So I even added my little friend to her. I just took her off a pick I had and put her in the center of the rose, just like I did just twist her into the mesh. So like I say, it's not perfect, but it's mine, and I'm going to keep it for me on my door. So there you go. There's how you do it. Now, mine don't look best, but you know how to make one now, and I know you can do it. I know you can do it, guys. So maybe try this. It's not bad for a splatter screen wreath, and they're cheap at Dollar Tree, the splatter screens. Okay, so in closing, I just want to say I made this video after Father's Day, which was yesterday, and I'm sorry that I failed to wish everybody a happy one before it came time. But I hope you had a great one, all of you. And those of you that still have your dad, you're blessed. I'm happy for you. Mine's no longer here. I know he's in heaven. But I have a heavenly Father, and I'll go to him. So everybody, thank you all. I love you, my wreath friends. Please come back, like and subscribe if you haven't. And remember the giveaway. So till next time, bye-bye, everybody.